Good morning. It is April 2nd. It's a beautiful sunny day in northeastern Ohio. We're very, very, very happy for the sun. I actually said a prayer for the sun yesterday, and it came out. So miracles do happen. We've had some doom and gloom going on in our world and in our weather, and so I'm very, very blessed to be here today on this side of the grass, as well as got something special going on the show today. I have a very special guest that I'm so excited to have with us. Something I'm very passionate about. It is we've got a couple of things going on in our world today, and we've got disease and we've got all sorts of cancers and unfortunate heart attacks and viruses that are threatening our health and our lives. And there's a lot of things going on that can really it can get to you if you let it get inside your head. And the goal is to fight against that. And the best way that I've always shared with you guys is to, as soon as you start getting caught up in yourself and a little overwhelmed with what's going on in the world, the best thing you can do to get yourself better is to help someone else. And it puts things into perspective. It is something that I have found in my past, and I talk about it often on the lowest points of my life. The easiest way I could get myself out of it was to maybe pick up the phone, help a friend, just talk through things, but we need each other. And that's certainly something that our guest holds near and dear to his heart, his passion, his getting knocked down and standing back up again and brushing himself off and putting himself back in the ring. He's an advocate for the homeless. That's another disease we've got going on. Another form of a spreading problem that we have in our world and in our universe and right here in our backyards of northeastern Ohio. His name is Sage Lewis. I had asked him to be on the program some time ago, and now the timing is just right. And so without further ado, I hope that you are there, Sage, and that you can say good morning to us. Okay. You're kind of a famous figure here in the area, so I appreciate you coming on, and picking this medium and allowing this opportunity to share what you're passionate about and what's going on. So I've got some really fun questions to ask in. Hopefully, we can just kind of get into it here. I know your number one reason for doing this is not only to have fun, but tell us a little bit about, if you would and you wouldn't mind, can you give my listeners, who, by the way, are worldwide now, it's kind of a cool thing that's happening, but give the listeners, some history. Like maybe what was the switch that flipped for Sage that made you start to get into being an advocate on behalf of the homeless? Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yes. It's insane. Yeah, it is. It really is. I mean, it's yeah, I know. I mean, I get it. I love the passion. I mean, I get it. And that's what we're all feeling. And I love that you're kind of voicing the way people are feeling, and some of them don't want to say. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's what. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh huh. Yeah. Yep. Yep. No, it is. No. Right. Yeah. You are. You know what, Sage? You're actually, it's so cool what you're doing. It's weird that our timing, as you had mentioned, wait a second, you're bringing me to tears because this is exactly how I felt on Monday when I was laid off. And it's temporary, and they say after, they say, and so I've got to believe in that. But that whole thing that you were saying about, did I do something wrong? Did I not do a good enough job? Why didn't you fire the whole company, or lay off the whole company? So our company is working so hard to stay afloat. And I know I'm a sales recruiter and trainer, but I just want to thank you because this timing is weird because I spent the day Monday crying, and then I woke up with Bev perspective on Tuesday, and it's just like you said, we're like, we brush ourselves off as Americans. We're like, everything's going to be okay, and we can't step outside our houses. And I just really appreciate what you're saying because I in my little bubble know how I feel, but I still ate last night. And I'm still drinking my coffee with my cream this morning. So it isn't quite there yet. But it is damn scary when you think, anything, all this stuff that's out of our control. All we can do is try and, do the right thing with how we respond to it. So I really appreciate your passion and your words. Yeah, it is. Oh my God. Right. You know what scares me most about that is our human connection is now removed. So where you could get a hug from somebody, or you could go sit in church, or you could go out for coffee or a drink or whatever and have that communication, and somebody, just like you said, it's going to be all right. You can't even get with your best friend to do that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.